big matchup in the Music City this weekend. Both Vanderbilt and Mizzou looking to hand each other their second losses of the season, both 6-1, which for Vandy is the program's best start to the season since 1950. Chris, what have you seen from this team through 7 games?
Dominance on the field in areas that they traditionally have not been dominant in, like on the offensive and defensive lines. I mean, I tell you what, it's amazing how much actually investing and spending money on your athletic department and football program can be a game changer. And that's exactly what's happened. Like they've used NIL to their advantage. They've gone out and gotten players. And again, in the trenches, Vanderbilt, that has never been something that's been a strong point, and now it absolutely is. And that's why they're winning games like they are. And that's why they manhandled up front a team like LSU a week ago.
Diego Pavia, no question, has the national spotlight on him. He's a force. Mizzou knows it. Explain what makes him so special and how he's looked this season in particular.
Yeah, so first off, I think he's a wrestler personality in a football player's, I guess, body, but he's really a wrestler's body too. Like, a guy who's been doubted from day one, right? Didn't get any Division I scholarships coming out of high school, went the JUCO routes and had to fight for everything he's gotten. I mean, you've seen him. He has a major chip on his shoulder. And his attitude just is kind of contagious through the rest of the program, and he lifts his guys along with him. And he's actually gotten to be a much better passer this year than he was last year. That's something he worked on in the offseason. And so combined with the offensive line and the rushing attack that they have, Pavia has just been incredibly effective at running the offense that Vanderbilt has, which is a clock-eating offense. And that's kind of, the offense stays on the field, and that's kind of been their MO.
It was an insane atmosphere last year in Columbia when these two teams met. It feels like even more is going into this weekend. Of course, College Game Day is going to be in town. It's a top 15 matchup this year. What are you expecting and anticipating in terms of challenges that these two teams can create for each other?
Yeah, well, initially, Missouri's strength is the run game, right? They have one of the best running backs in the country. So the challenge for Vanderbilt defensively will be to slow that down. For Vanderbilt, it's just every week has gotten to be, I don't know, just building on the success that they've had so far. You talk about the atmosphere. College Game Day will be here in Nashville for the first time since 2008. So it's a huge deal. They're setting up on Wyatt Lawn. I talked with an offensive lineman at Vanderbilt yesterday, Cade McConnell, who had one hellacious block in the LSU game that we talked about with him. But he said, really, this week, it's a party all week, and then an even bigger party on Saturday. So the atmosphere is going to be insane. I think that will carry over into the game. I'm curious to see the ratio of the fans at the game because, honestly, a week ago, there were more LSU fans in the stands than Vanderbilt fans. I mean, that's just kind of how it is. I don't know how many Mizzou fans will travel.
Bowl game last year was at the Music City Bowl, so I know for a fact that Mizzou fans travel really well. They were even in Auburn with us there, so I know that this is going to be a tough environment. And Chris, I just really appreciate your insight. Thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, happy to do it. Enjoy the game.